Bat Family, Batman's little club of crime fighters. For a group of mostly regular men and women, they are certainly anything but regular. I'm Adam Andrews with Top 10 Nerd, and this is the top 10 most powerful Bat Family members. Let us know down below what your favorite Bat Family comic book stories are. And with that, number 10, Duke Thomas. Now I feel like this might bother a few people, but honestly, this young blood still has to prove himself in my eyes. There is absolutely no doubt he is powerful. As one of the only metahumans on the Bat Family roster, he is already naturally a cut above many others, but there are so many more that could bring him down without even needing superpowers. Powers don't always equal superiority on this family. Speaking of his powers though, Duke wields ghost vision, which he uses to perceive people and moments in the past and the future. He also wields a cosmic awareness that extends into other realities and has even used the ability to travel across dimensions by using light and shadow. He originally started as part of the We Are Robin movement, but left and ended up making it on his own. Batman took him in, helped train him, and then sent him out to be part of the new Outsiders team with Black Lightning. Number 9, Damian Wayne. You see, the thing with Damian Wayne here is that he is just kind of a big old pain in any bat-shaped butt. By all accounts, Damian Wayne could grow to become the best Robin and even possibly the best of the Bat family. There is no doubt he has an incredible amount of skill, having been raised and trained by Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, the League of Assassins, and Batman himself. He is more than capable, but he is a child, and an incredibly obnoxious child who lacks any discipline, loyalty, or commitment, not to mention the fact that he lacks a real moral code of any kind. His arrogance and his youth are bad enough that they bring this little guy way down on this list, but give it some time, things may change. If y'all are enjoying this list so far, make sure you give it a like for part 2, or maybe even a list of Batman Incorporated members? Ooh. Number 8, Batwing. Luke Fox is not the first Batwing, but for a lot of us, he is the coolest one. Being the son of Lucius Fox, Luke is a tech genius, graduating a year early with 2 degrees from MIT. His tech prowess really aids him, as he has an incredibly advanced suit of armor that does a lot. For example, the suit has a full faceplate, retractable cape, and an interior skin that monitors vital signs and enacts first aid, like hardening around broken bones to hold the bone in place and administering painkillers. It gives Luke a form of invisibility, detective vision, holograms, it can access the GCPD computers, features gyroscopic assist, a terrain map, shock charges, a kinetic patch, anti-personnel plates, and so much more. This is on top of Luke's training as an MMA fighter before his Batman training. Unfortunately, he just hasn't received a chance to shine on the spotlight yet, and primarily works as a supporting character in most Bat Family storylines. Number 7, Batwoman. There have been a few different Batwomen over the years, but the one who will always stick in most fans' minds would have to be Cassandra Cain. As a child of military parents, Kate has a soldier's mentality, which just adds to her amazing fighting skills which she has cultivated over the years, not to mention a deep, intense desire to be the best she can possibly be. She received training from the Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Special Air Service, and the villain Shadow helped train her in vigilantism. Following Batman's disappearance after the Infinite Crisis, Cassandra Cain assumed the Batwoman mantle and stepped in to become Gotham's protector. Kate has even displayed some superpowers. At one point, an injury left her able to detect electromagnetic fields. Don't ask me how that works, I don't know. And in the future Imperfect storyline, she even became a vampire. Number 6, Tim Drake. While there have been other Robins, Tim Drake is probably the best of the best. Of those who have come before, over the years, he isn't the most experienced, he isn't the strongest fighter, but his stealth, his tactics, and his detective skills are on par with Batman himself. Hell, the whole reason he even became Robin in the first place was because he literally figured out who Batman was all on his own. Drake ended up becoming Red Robin as he matured and is the most level-headed and intelligent member of the entire Bat family, but he isn't a pushover in a fight either. He has received training from obviously Batman, but also Lady Shiva, becoming another one of the Bat family's most gifted fighters. He is one of the most unique members of the Bat family, and his costume as Red Robin? Gabella. Number 5, Jason Todd, the black sheep of the Bat family. While Tim Drake is easily the most intelligent, Jason Todd is easily the most brutish. He's a powerful heavy hitter, aggressive, and at the peak of human conditioning. Red Hood is a fearsome challenger, but when Jason Todd first popped on the scene as Batman's second ever Robin, fans hated him. It's one of the big reasons that he was very shockingly taken away in the A Death in the Family storyline. Luckily for everyone, he was granted a second shot at life thanks to the Lazarus Pits, which also granted him near immortality and enhanced regeneration properties. Jason Todd has gotten a much better second wind under the Red Hood. Number 4. Batgirl. For a long while, Barbara Gordon was one of DC's strongest female characters, and even after Joker disabled her, her sheer determination still allowed her to become more powerful and one of the most powerful members of the Bat family as Oracle. Before becoming Batgirl, Barbara trained in judo, kung fu, eskrima, and karate, among others, and after her paraplegia, her skills were only further honed by kung fu master Richard Dragon. As Oracle, she was the Bat family's girl in the chair, and she was invaluable in that position, at times being the literal glue that held together the Bat family. Number 3. Dick Grayson. Dick Grayson was the first Robin, and people loved him. He was an incredibly popular character, and the duo of Batman and Robin was iconic. But when Richard moved on and became leader of the Teen Titans, not to mention becoming Nightwing, he elevated to a whole other level. He has fought threats not just outside Gotham, but outside this planet. His years and years over other members of the Bat family give him a definitive edge that puts him almost on par with Batman himself. He's incredibly talented as a crime fighter, so much so that he has even elevated into the role of Batman himself on a few occasions. He is looked up to by all other members of the Bat family, is one of the best acrobatics in the DC universe, not to mention among the greatest fighters, and he's also my favorite. Number 2. Cassandra Cain. Dick Grayson may very likely be the best of the best in the Bat family, but there are 2 others who would still beat him down. One of which would be Cassandra Cain. She's the daughter of the most dangerous woman in the world, Lady Shiva, as well as the original orphan, David Cain. She was brought into the world and trained by the League of Assassins to be the one who is all and the ultimate bodyguard for Ra's al Ghul. She received even more training from Bronze Tiger, Merlin the Archer, Batman himself, Lady Shiva, Oracle, and Black Canary. She is scary. She has near metahuman levels of speed, immense resistance to pain, and she can read people's body language, which allows her to mimic anyone's fighting styles and predict their next moves. Literally a terrifying human being. Number 1. Batman. If you expected anyone else to take the number 1 spot, then just get the heck out of here. Go on. Go. He is the whole reason the Bat family even exists in the first place. He has trained every member to wind up on the group. He calls the shots. He is the alpha. He is the omega. For another member to wind up taking the Batman mantle is the ultimate honor, and very, very few have actually done it. He is the world's greatest detective. If it weren't for Cassandra Cain, he would easily take the title of world's greatest hand-to-hand fighter, and despite Cassandra's skills, he could probably still do it. His force of will alone is enough to land him near the top of this list. Batman is arguably one of the greatest superheroes, and as a regular dude who stands among gods, he has reason to hold that title. That's all the time I have. I've been Adam Andrews with Top 10 Nerd. Ta-ta and farewell.